Okay guys, just another stock update here. It's the weekend after the Essex train show, which was February 25th and 26th, the last week in February here in 2012. One thing I wanted to show you, around Christmas time I started working on these stock sheets, I guess. The type of car, the car number, road name, length, put a check mark if they need weight wheels or couplers. Well, I guess the weight you actually put what it weighs. These ones I've got to do that for the Bethagons. And the date it was last checked, and then any comments. I've done that for 3 pages. All my different types of cars and the names. Printed those off, and it's handy when you go to the hobby store. You take these 3 or 4, however many you have, and if you buy a car, you can look on here and see if you have that number already to avoid duplicate numbers. Pretty handy. I've got most of mine on here. Around here I've got 80 cars for the first 2 pages. I got a couple on there, a bunch on there, and you can see there I've got a box car for sale. I've got to take that off because I no longer have it. So, kind of handy. I've got another probably 50 cars to go, but work on that slowly. But for right now, we'll go back to what I bought at Essex Train Show. This I got for free. It is a C30-7. Just the shell. I'm going to see if I can find at least a chassis and a set of trucks. And if nothing else, put a motor in it. Not sure what I'm going to paint it yet. Pretty nice model, nice and clean, undecorated. I gotta buy the details and everything for it, but everything's there for the MU hoses and that, so that'll be a nice little project. One of my buddies, CP Windsor Sub on YouTube, I'll put his name in the link, got me this for Christmas, I believe. We kind of go back and forth with each other getting stuff. It is a CSX Auto Parts container box car. Pretty nice. I've already got one, but always nice to get more. And what he recently got me for my birthday, seeing as how that was on the 26th, CN grain car, an older box car, just because I will be modeling modern day and back in the 70s. Kind of cool. That's what the club models. So a few engines and cars for that, and I'm gonna build my layout to be able to switch between the 2 decades. So that's kind of cool. Picked this up from another buddy just for free. He was getting out of the hobby. CNO bathtub type car. Pretty nice. It needs a little bit of weight in it and metal wheels. Pretty nice. It comes with a load and it looks real-ish, but I'll probably take that load out and build a different one for it, or put coal on top of that. Now for what I spent my money on. I got a auto rack GT, pretty heavy. It weighs about 16 ounces, I think. So that's really heavy. Picked up for $15, no box or anything, but you can never refuse an auto rack. I bought another auto rack up here, TFM. Kansas City Southern owns this line, I think, now, but it's pretty nice. UPS truck and trailer. I also bought 2 of the Trinity Reefers from Otter Valley. I'll also put their name in the link in case anybody up north area wants to look them up. A lot of nice stuff. I bought a blue box car here, Horizon Hobbies. It was Athern's kind of anniversary car for $10. Needs metal wheels and that, but pretty good. They're kind of hard to find. And recently, one of our friends from the Model Railroad died. I didn't know him personally, but I've heard a lot about him. And his wife started selling off his HO stuff. He was into NHOOS and garden. into everything, and he had a lot of stuff. So I picked some stuff up. I've got more somewhere, but I didn't get it out. Here, kind of cool Lionel boxcar with the giraffe in it. Had that at the show and got a little bit of crap from the guys just because it wasn't realistic, but the kids loved it, so that was pretty cool. It needs weight and metal wheels, but Lionel originally made it. If you put magnets in the tracks, the giraffe would go up and down with the magnets. It's got a magnet in the back of the car. This guy also modeled the Leamington St. Clair line, which ran from Leamington, Ontario to St. Clair. That was his own personal line that he liked. So he painted all the boxcars and decaled them all. I don't know if you can see it in the light, but those are his own personal there you can see it in the light. His own personal decals he's made. Another caboose of his. Finely detailed. Got the lights up top and they've got jewels in them. I don't know if you can see there, it's got the orange jewel. At the back there's a red one. Yeah, you can kind of see it. So that's really nice. I've got another one of his around here somewhere. Just coming back from Essex, everything kind of ended up in 2 totes. Oh, another thing of his. The McKinley Explorer. I took this apart to put weights in it, but I've got to rebuild the coupler boxes to change the couplers. So that's cool. Give me a project to work on. There it is. Gonna say, I thought I brought this home from the show. Hope so. If not, it would end up back at the club. Combine car. Yeah, pretty cool. A little tiny passenger car. All the old wheels and couplers there, I had to change them. It's got metal wheels and new KD couplers on it. So that's pretty cool. That can run with my excursion train. That was also his, painted up in his own line. Another car that was his was this Heinz box car. I don't know if he painted that. No, that he didn't paint that himself. It came from Atherton like that. It actually says Heinz on there, so it was painted like that when it came. So that's pretty cool. It needs a little bit of work, bring it up to standards, but that's no big deal. Now these are pretty cool. If I can get off the glare here. They are also Heinz box cars. A little bit old for me, but that's fine. What's so special about these, other than the $60 price tag on them, is they're custom painted by the guy that does Action Hobbies stuff. $60 painted. He had decals made up in Pennsylvania, I believe. So that's pretty cool. They're all detailed, custom paint. But what's really cool, up in this top corner, there's a quote. Now, it takes a lot of magnification. I can barely see it myself just because my eyes are so bad. But you can see it pretty good on camera, and I'm not going to read it to you. If you can read that yourself and want to try and decipher it, that's great, but I'm not going to read it to you just because it's kind of something Action Hobbies had done for themselves. And there's none of these around. They only made 11 and I've got 3 of them. So it's kind of special to keep the quote to yourself if you own one of these. But go ahead, and if you can read that on the video, go for it. I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong, so that'll be something for you guys. So that's pretty much all I got at the show for rolling stock. I also picked up a couple bags of coal for $3. This is the smallest bag. I got 4 more bags and a huge jug for $3. There's another bag. And here's the container for $5. That's pretty cool. I know he's used coal. Another thing, I picked up a CSX sign. And I picked up a shirt. And the way we operate up at the club, we all wear club shirts, so everybody knows that we're part of the club and can ask us questions. Well, up at the show, everybody tries to treat club members a little bit better, get them to buy some stuff. So I got a shirt for $13, Certified Model Railroad Maniac. Just slightly off track. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to see at my school, we've got a machine. We can actually make that label, or the decal, and press it onto the shirt. I'm going to see if I can get my name put on it and the club logo on the back. So that's pretty cool. Other than that, you may have noticed we're in the layout room with no layout. Today's, what is today? Wednesday. Hopefully by Sunday I've got the layout in here. It's ready to come in. But over on this wall we've got kind of a surprise, hopefully. But that'll be kind of a surprise. We'll do a layout update hopefully Monday night. And I'll show you guys what that surprise is. So for now, just ponder it to yourselves. Other than that, I spent a little bit too much money at the show, but that happens to all of us. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.